Okay, so here's the Mazda Mini GT. Forgot to mention in the other one that this is number 966, but I'll make a note of it in the video. But this is 953. They do a lot of pretty cool miniature 1/64 scale die-cast metal automobiles. And this is another Liberty Walk one, also in white. They just look good in white. So they come again like the other one. They come in this nice kind of plastic hard, well, not super hard, and it's not like rigid, but still, so pretty decent plastic packaging around it just to protect the box. But it's pretty tight to pull up on these ends, so I just try to slip this in and kind of there, pop it open from the inside. It's hard. It's better to do that than try to grab from here. It's going to likely tear. At least it feels like it's going to. So just get this guy out. I can. There we go. And just carefully make an incision somewhere right there and cut that. Let's cap this so I don't scratch up anything that's I don't want to poke with the sharp end of this, especially me, but also the stuff that I'm working on over there. And this is sorry, I can go over it. The Mazda AZ-1 Liberty Walk LB4 2024. What was this? 2024 as well? Yeah. Tokyo Auto Salon white. Guess that's when they had made these, the kit and whatever for this particular model. And you should look up the AZ-1. It's kind of a cool like mini car, I guess. And then they fixed it up to look like a miniature version of the F40, and it works pretty well actually. And these aren't particularly powerful cars, at least stock, but not bad. And what's actually cool about these is that they have a cool opening doors. It's not exactly a gull wing like a DeLorean where it just flips, rises open like that on either side. It kind of folds up like this, kind of like one of those. It's not a Tesla Y, is it? It's a Model T. So the four-door, that one of the Teslas, the doors kind of come up like that, at least in the rear. I don't know if it does it on both the front. I thought it was maybe just in the back. But anyway, it's kind of like that, and it's kind of neat for this little car. And then on top of that, making like getting a kit like this and make it look like a miniature F40 is super cool. And I guess this, I'll show you this legit with this hologram, and they got approval. Didn't necessarily say it was. Oh, hey, it is officially licensed product. So they just got the approval number here. They don't have like the Mazda badge, like and all that stuff in the hologram like they did with the Lamborghini. So no, you got my approval. You don't need all that fancy stuff. So it comes in this plastic thing to protect it in there. And so looks pretty good. I'm liking the details from what I can see. And what's just cool about this, here, I'll carefully pull this out, is yeah, this is so cool. You should check out the videos on this. It's just, it really is like a baby F40, Liberty Walk F40. I mean, if I could import one of these, I heard these cars, the base AZ-1, aren't that expensive. And I think by now they should have passed that 25-year, rule, whatever, to be able to import stuff from Japan over to the United States. If I had the extra money, and if I actually had, I guess, the ability to have a smaller car like this. Because right now with the family, I kind of need more space. But if I ever get a chance to get like that period has passed, and I'm kind of just like, okay, I can kind of focus on myself more. It'd be kind of cool to get one of these and get it kitted up and just zoom around. It doesn't have to be powerful, but you know what I mean? It's just like when it's small, the speed is just amplified. And so it just will feel fast, even though you may not be going all that fast, Let me try to zoom up with this. So it's cool. They got if you saw my previous video of the F40 Liberty Walk, yeah, you can see how close. And if you're familiar with these cars, then you know already how close this baby, like Mini or 40 is, to the actual full-size one. I mean, they got all the details of like those vents, those headlights, this vent up here, the front kit, everything. The only thing, oh, actually, it does have that little port here, though maybe it's not as, maybe it's more of a facade. They don't actually have any air ducts going to an engine in the back. Got a number of decals all around. And see something here. See, they have some issues with some of their prints, though. Like the Lamborghini before, like where it says Liberty Walk kind of on the front down here. Something about some of these, like I don't see any problem with this print here, but some of these that have like an upper and lowercase letter or something about these, they tend to get the bottom half section, not half even, just the very bottom part of it kind of cropped off. You can see the A and the E, at least those, there should be a little bit more to it, and of course the S, and of course all the other letters, but they aren't as noticeable as the part that you should see something kind of rounded off on the bottom or on the A and the E in particular. And yeah, it's you know, at this scale and most people's eyesight these days and the distance, you'll likely see this at, it's not going to be that big a deal, but just making a note of it. I think it would have been nice if they could have done a better print job. Otherwise, you know, when I look around this thing, it looks so cool. I don't see that problem really, to be honest. Not sure what it says in that corner. There's something there, but I can't tell what's printed. But anyways, it's cool. I mean, of course, the engine is in the back. I think it's, I don't think this is a mid-engine car. Sure, it's got to be in the front somewhere. Back up, sorry, too close. Come more closer. Of course, they do feel rubberish, so that's good. And even on the tires, I mean, they look like you can print a pretty decent job on the tires. So, not sure why sometimes part of it's cut off on the front, because some might say, well, because of the way this thing goes in here, but it's on this, it's not really in there, you know, it's still on the surface. And the other Lamborghini that was out in the front somewhere up here was very flat. Anyways, there's no contouring or anything that, you know, might be an issue getting a good print down. But anyways, that's just still just a little mystery. And let's see if I can see on the inside. Well, kind of. It's a lot of glare. It's okay. For the most part, from here and whatever you can catch. Is that an open window? No, it's not. It's still pretty detailed. Oops. Closer. I'm just off camera, but I'm doing the rolly test. Hang on a second here. Yep. Both of them roll pretty nicely. And they got a decent weight to them. Also, that helps. Just grab a couple of angles here that I could maybe use for a screenshot for a thumbnail for the video. Yeah, pretty cool. I think it's about the same price as the Lamborghini. So off the top of my head, I think it's around 20 bucks. But yeah, I think both of these could fit in the garage. There's no real, well, there are some, like these. Oh, that mirror is soft. Well, I guess, I'm not sure. I don't want to touch it too much, but maybe they made it purposely, kind of, I can see that it's soft. And just like that. So that in case it, you know, hits or goes over, it's not going to snap. It's maybe some built-in flexibility. If that is, that's kind of smart. Hopefully it is, so it will actually never break off. But just be careful holding. Don't try to hold too close to these things. Just avoid getting close to the delicate parts as much as possible. But yeah, this is super cool. And yeah, because I got the full-size one. I always liked. Once I saw the mini one, I actually might have seen this first before the full-size one. because I wasn't looking at the time at JDM cars or stuff of this nature, but then they get these things get into my feeds, and then I somehow discover it, and there we go. Super cool. So I was saying, so I put this away. I have a GTR Skyline R90 R32. I have a 2000 GTR, which is a Hasuka, but it's like super fixed up with a fat body kit, and like it's got like this shark tooth, like what you would see on the side of a bomber or a fighter plane kind of motif on the side. I wanted to get something a little bit more plain, but they ran out of. There's a couple of versions, but the one that I was originally going to get was a little bit cleaner. It's actually, I think the body was pretty much chrome plated, which is kind of cool actually. But anyways, that I have a Porsche slant nose. That's also one of my favorite cars from the 80s. That's coming in. I think that's it. I don't know who makes it this. I think it's the other brand that was like the F40. There's another Liberty Walk, that Ferrari GTO, that I would like to get as well. And yeah, I don't know. I just got back into, I guess I'm collecting these. I'm not like going to every single one, but just whichever ones sort of tickle my fancy and look cool. And basically it looks cool, and I think they would be a nice addition to just have like a really nice miniature of them. These are still not quite as nice as this Liberty Walk one. This one definitely has all the details really nicely done, and some opening parts, and it's just you saw the detail if you look at the other videos. It's pretty incredible they were able to do that. But these aren't bad. These, it's not as expensive as that, but they do a pretty good job of getting all the details where they count. And for the most part, most of the print on the body is fairly well done and clean. There's very few goof ups. That's it. So thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.